Hey guys, I just thought I would do a vlog on a few topics. I'm not going to take very much time. Um, One has to do with communicating with our dogs. And in this video, I'll include some charts and whatnot to kind of better explain what I'm trying to say. And I've tried recording this video like 5 times already. So, anyways, the main reason why I'm wanting to discuss this portion of the video is because lately, and this isn't the first time I've had this happen, it's actually happened a few times, is I've had people kind of give me an odd response in my mind when I say that I know how to communicate with my dog, or I know how to read her. The most common response I get is, it's almost like I'm trying to tell them that I need to watch her because she's like aggressive, and so I need to watch her so she doesn't bite anybody. And I'll just make this a quick few minutes. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the reason why I make that statement is it's part of my training process. And I'm very grateful that I have been able to learn that, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to communicate with her. We as humans, we communicate verbally and non-verbally. Dogs communicate non-verbally, and they give a variety of signals, whether they're happy, whether they're stressed out, whatever. And it is our responsibility as dog owners to be able to learn that. And if we don't learn that, then the worst case scenario can happen and has happened. I mean, just look at the news. And so when I make the statement that I know how to read her, it's not me saying, oh, I need to watch her because she's an aggressive dog, because she's not. I mean, I have videos of her, with people. I have videos of her, interacting with other dogs, and she's not aggressive at all. In fact, an example was, and this is a clear example, I wish, the video that I'd taken turned out better, but unfortunately I had to delete it because it didn't turn out well. But when I was in LA, we took her to a dog park, and there was this little, it looked like a Jack Russell mix, and it was constantly jumping in her face and, trying to bite at her face and stuff. And she's a pretty tolerant dog. And she put up with it for about 15 minutes before she even reacted. And all she did was turn her head, bare her teeth, and walk away. Now that, to somebody, may be the first sign that she was not okay with this dog. But in reality, she had been giving signs all along. When this dog would come up at her and try to come near her, she would walk away. She would turn away. Her ears were kind of back a little bit. Those were calming signals. She was licking her lips. Again, calming signals saying, okay, I'm not a threat. I don't want a conflict. And she does that, Now, if I hadn't been able to read her, I would have been, she's fine, whatever. Oh, no, I can't understand why, she's reacting this way. She suddenly reacted out of the blue. No, dogs communicate clearly. And it is our responsibility to learn how to read our dogs. Because otherwise, like I said, the worst case scenario can happen. I'm not going to force her to be in a situation where she's clearly not comfortable with. I'm going to work with her to make sure that she, I'll slowly, I'll say, work with her so that she's eventually okay with with certain situations or people or whatever if we encounter them on a regular basis. But if we don't, then it's just like, okay, it's going to be a whatever. An example is, again, when I was in LA, we were on our walk, so she was off duty. She's a service dog. We were on our morning walk, I think it was. Yeah, it was our morning walk. And there was this elderly lady that she had a very, very strong fear response to. And after talking to some of the neighbors, they said that, yeah, this lady can be kind of forceful in a sense. Like, she's nice and everything, but she just comes off as being very, very, like, you know how some people have strong personalities? This was her. So, I don't know what it was about this lady, but Jellybean didn't like her. And you know what? I'm not going to force her to be near someone that she's not comfortable with. I mean, we as humans don't like every single person that, you know, we come across. There might be somebody that just makes us feel uncomfortable. We might not know why, or they may have done something to us or whatever. We're just not comfortable. And so, you know, in those cases, we take steps to not be around those people. Is that a bad thing? Does that mean that, you know, we're not a nice person, that we're not a people person or whatever because we don't associate with certain individuals? Well, no, that's not at all. Likewise with dogs, you know, there are some people they get along with and some people they don't. It could be a variety of reasons. There was a friend of mine who had a dog. The dog grew up around her uncle. I think he went on some cancer meds or something like that. And the dog totally changed when he was around her uncle after he got put on these medications because it, I guess, made him smell different, or I don't know the reason, but you know, after he got put on the meds, the dog acted differently. So, you know, there could be a variety of reasons why a dog reacts the way that they do. But my goal is to try and communicate with Jellybean as much as I can. And if she's uncomfortable with the situation, then I'm going to take my steps to do everything that I can to make her comfortable. You know, whether it is, you know, just, you know, telling the person, you know, I'm sorry, you know, we can't, do whatever, you know, let them pet her or feed her or whatever. Or the extreme, removing her from a situation. Now, with her being a service dog, is this a bad thing? No, it's not. And some people might argue that it is a bad thing, but I will say no, it's not. And I will tell you why. Because I believe that if I forcibly put her in a situation that she is clearly expressing that she is not comfortable with, then I am an irresponsible handler and I am putting the public at risk. I said that I was putting the public at risk. I'm saying she's aggressive. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I'm taking preventative measures to make sure that she doesn't feel that as a last resort, she has to bite something or someone or whatever. I am taking the opportunity and the time to learn how to communicate with her. I will say that over and over again. And those people who, you know, automatically go to, oh my gosh, your dog's aggressive, she's gonna bite someone, that's why you're telling us this. It's no. You obviously are not dog people. You don't understand dogs. Maybe you've never owned a dog. I don't know. But as a dog owner, and also with her being my service dog, I have to take this opportunity to learn how to communicate with her. All right, part 2. I'm kind of doing this in sections. Now, the other thing that I kind of wanted to discuss with it, it's service dog related, is can a service dog be another breed or size other than what programs usually opt to use, which are labs or retrievers? Is it possible for, say, a Chihuahua to be a service dog? Let me think. What about a Great Dane? Is it possible? I'm going to have to say yes. And in this video, after I finish saying what I'm saying, I have included some pictures thanks to some amazing teams that were willing to share their pictures to show that yes, service dogs come in all shapes and sizes depending on what the person's disability is. Obviously, a Chihuahua isn't going to be doing counterbalance or I don't know, something else. But anyways, so it's, you really got, when you're thinking of if you have a disability and you're thinking of getting a service dog, you need to think of the tasks that you need your dog to help mitigate your disability. So yes, a Great Dane can be a service dog, and so can a Chihuahua. And there are many, many examples where all breeds and all sizes have this capability, and they are amazing, amazing service dogs. Three. Do service dogs have to be perfect all the time? And if they make a mistake, that shows that they're not well trained? That's a very good question. I mean, are they allowed to have off days? Or do they have to be perfect all the time? No. And the reason is that they're not robots. They're going to have their good days and they're going to have their bad days. That doesn't mean that their training is out the window because they have one bad day once in a while. We have good days. We have bad days. So do they. End of topic. Bye.